Yeah, it's absolutely no problem at all. Okay, let's see here. Let me kind of organize what I'm thinking. All right, so I've downloaded the new version. This should be the new version here. I've extracted it. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so there's our files. I'm going to go ahead and do a complete. I'm going to install every file, even if they already exist. There's our replace notices, so we should be good with that. So our new version should be in there. And yeah, I agree. Absolutely making it robust is yeah, because I think what you're going to find is from a lot of the users of, you know, the ones that actually download the ones that use your mod to mod their game, they're not really going to understand all the programming and data structures and, you know, and it's and I know, like, when I write something, I'm like, oh yeah, I understand what I'm doing, but then I have to remember, somebody who doesn't know anything about it, they wouldn't even think to themselves, oh yeah, you know, this data structure, no, I don't want to use that data structure, I need to use this one, or I'm going to look in this place instead of the other place. All right, so yeah, and it adds a ton of edits to our code. Okay, so I've got the correct one installed, and no, if you notice when I loaded the game, there is no trunks in this settlement. There are no trunks. I went through and because what I did was, I scrapped, or I'm positive, if I look back on some of the other test videos that I made for you, I scrapped the terminal and I scrapped the trunk. So that should not be running. I believe I did that because I remember you had mentioned that previously. Okay, so this right here has no trunks. There's no trunks in this settlement. I always drop them in the same place. So we're going to go back to the same location where I did the original test where it crashed. That is where I dropped the trunk and I scrapped it. And I believe that's in the video. I'm not. Don't quote me on it. I don't want to. I don't want to say something that's not true. But I'm pretty sure that is correct. So there shouldn't be any scripts running. I'm not sure why that entry is in there. I noticed before, if you remember quite a few tests back, I was putting that in an existing game and it crashed. And then I started a new game because I was doing an SS2 test, and that's when I first dropped it. Well, I didn't have that problem. So maybe there's something that's occurring, and that's why I wanted to look to see if there were any running quests. So maybe there's kind of I forget what it is. There's a quest var, get quest var, or quest value, or something, quest stage. And when I can try looking up the quest to see maybe if it's still running. And I can't use Resaver because it requires it requires the older version of Java, and I've updated my Java, and I don't want to downgrade that just for Resaver. Later on, I'll break down I'll try and help break down the data structure of a save file, and I'll put it in my own thing here, or I'll put it in the libraries that other people can use. Okay, so see, there's no chest here, there's no trunk, and I'm pretty sure that when the very first time I tested EquipSettler with this SS2 game, with this particular SS2 test, I'm pretty sure I scrapped it. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop our trunk. And it takes a moment to get everything loaded up. Let's see, I don't want to move the floor. Wait, nope, we don't want counters, we want containers. There we go. Mods, let's go all the way to here. Okay, now, oddly enough, before I had a container picture here. See down where I don't see a container image? I didn't notice that before. It looks like something. No, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. There used to be a container thing there, or at least I thought there was, but that's not really, that's something that can be looked at later. Okay, and we're gonna need a terminal. So let's go over to here. And let's drop a terminal down. Terminal. Okay, we got a terminal. Spin this puppy around here. Okay. All right. So yeah, as you can see, we don't have a tape in our inventory because we just loaded before all of this. Okay, let's wait for that to clear out. I'm gonna grab some guns here. Let me grab some pistols, and we're gonna grab our shotguns. Let's grab our combat shotguns here. Okay. You know something I didn't check? Let me check something really quick here. Something I did not check was the ini file. Okay. So I need to use the same ini. We're going to have to do a quick reload on this. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I replaced that ini. Let me double check your message real quick, because I don't want to kind of get these mixed up. Let me see what you've got. These settings, okay. I think you want me to use these settings here. Okay. Oh, okay. No, wait. You've got it. Okay. Wait. No. I'm assuming that you do want to use these settings. Let's see. It says the latest version is attached, and here's the complete ini. Okay. So looking at your, let's see, workshop objects, which I think you put it at the bottom. Okay. Good. Yeah. So we're fine. We should be good. All right. That should be fine. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. Let me remove this. No, I don't want to save it. Let me double check. That should have replaced the ini. Okay, I believe the... Good. Okay, that's your ini, right? So we want to keep that. All right. Okay, so we've got our... Okay, yeah, you know, and again, there's no, I've only put like one trunk down. Okay, and I scrapped that one. And then what we do, every time I do one of these tests, I reload a previous save from before this particular moment. Okay, we're gonna need the control tape. Let's go ahead and drop in the combat shotguns and the pistol. Okay, that's good. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do that. Let's get this up to 8. We shouldn't. I wouldn't think it would matter because we're getting ready to do this. There's our crash. Okay, so
you have died.
That definitely resulted in a crash. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, we need to get to over here. Let's see what we've got. Buff out log. Yeah, it's that same, see, I can't tell you what that reference is. It looks like that same reference where it crashed. So I'll let you see that for a second. And then over here, we have the same pattern that we see, where that's what kind of caused it. Okay, you said there was something in there where pack. Let's look up the word pack. Okay, I'm not sure what that... Probably that's going to be in one of the logs. Okay, let me go ahead and get this video posted, and I will pack up the logs and link you to them as well. Yeah, we're getting there, man. It just takes some time. Okay, so I do need to get the SS2 stream started, and then I will check back in here very shortly for our next test.